Vivian Bello never planned to stay late that Friday. She had told herself she would leave the office by 5 p.m., go straight home, cook something light, and sleep early. The week had been brutal. Her boss was constantly breathing down her neck. Bills were piling up. Her phone buzzed every other hour with messages from her mother reminding her that a woman is not complete without a husband. But by 7:30 p.m., Vivian was still staring at her laptop screen, eyes burning, brain numb. "Viv, you're still here," her colleague laughed from the doorway. "You'll kill yourself with this work." Vivian forced a smile. "I'm almost done." She wasn't. When she finally shut down her system and stepped outside, Lagos greeted her with noise and heat. The city pulsed with life, indifferent to exhaustion. As she waited for a ride, her phone vibrated. Unknown number. "You free tonight?" She frowned. "Who's this?" A pause. "Yusuf. From last month. The conference." Her memory stirred. Yusuf. Tall. Soft-spoken. Clean beard. They had exchanged numbers after a long conversation during a business seminar. He had texted once or twice since then. Nothing serious. Nothing flirty. Just polite. "I'm tired," she typed. "Maybe another time." Almost immediately, 3 dots appeared. "No stress. Just thought we could hang out. My place. No pressure." Vivian hesitated. She didn't know why she didn't block the number. She didn't know why she kept replying. Maybe it was loneliness. Maybe it was rebellion. Maybe it was the quiet anger she felt toward a life that seemed to be moving without her consent. "I can come for a bit," she typed. Yusuf's apartment was neat, modern, and smelled faintly of air freshener and cologne. He offered her water. She declined. He put on music, soft, low. They talked. About work. About Lagos traffic. About nothing that mattered. The space between them slowly shrank. The air thickened with things unsaid. Vivian told herself she was in control. She told herself she could leave at any moment. When he touched her hand, she didn't pull away. When he leaned in, she didn't stop him. When clothes fell away, she closed her eyes and convinced herself it was harmless. Just a hookup. No emotions. No consequences. Afterward, she dressed quickly. "I should go," she said. Yusuf nodded. No protest. No promises. At the door, she paused. "This doesn't mean anything," she said, almost defensively. He gave a small smile. "Of course not." She walked out feeling strangely empty. By the next morning, she had already started pretending it never happened. 6 weeks later, Vivian stared at the pregnancy test like it was a foreign object. 2 bold lines. Her hands shook. "No, no, no, no," she whispered. She took another test. Same result. The world tilted. Her first instinct was Yusuf. She searched for his number. Blocked. Her heart pounded. She tried again from another phone. No response. She went to his apartment. A stranger opened the door. He moved out. The man said casually. Vivian felt something crack inside her. She was alone. Vivian didn't tell anyone for weeks. She wore loose clothes. She avoided mirrors. She avoided her mother's calls. When she finally told her best friend, Aisha, panic filled the room. "Do you know what this means?" Aisha asked. "Your mother will kill you." Vivian laughed weakly. "She won't have to. I'm already dead." Abortion crossed her mind. But fear stopped her. Fear and guilt. She decided to keep the baby. 3 months later, her secret exploded. Her mother, Madame Salwa, discovered prenatal vitamins hidden in a bag. "What is this?" she demanded. Vivian froze. The truth came out in sobs. Madame Salwa screamed. "You have disgraced me. Which man touched you? Is he married? Is he dead?" "I don't know," Vivian cried. "It was just. Don't you dare say that word in my house." The slap came fast and sharp. By evening, the entire family knew. By morning, the whispers had started. To save face, Madame Salwa made a decision. You will marry Adewale. Vivian blinked. Who? Adewale. My friend's son. He has been asking about you. I'm pregnant. He doesn't need to know, her mother said coldly. And if he does, he will still marry you. Vivian felt sick. But I don't love him. Love! Madame Salwa scoffed. Love doesn't feed children. Adewale was kind. Too kind. He was quiet, hardworking, gentle in ways Vivian didn't know how to appreciate. When she finally told him the truth, his face went pale. You're pregnant and it's not mine? Tears streamed down her face. I'm sorry. He sat silently for a long time. Then he said, I'll still marry you. Her heart twisted. You don't have to. I know, he replied, but I want to. Vivian married Adewale with a heavy heart. The baby was born, a boy. Adewale named him Tani. He raised him like his own. Vivian tried to love her husband. She truly did, but guilt slept between them every night. 7 years later, Yusuf returned. He showed up at Vivian's office like a ghost from a buried life. She almost fainted when she saw him. Vivian, he said softly. Her throat closed. You have a child, he continued. A boy. He's mine. Her blood ran cold. How do you? I did the math, he said. And I heard things. She laughed bitterly. You disappeared. I was engaged, he said quietly. I panicked. She slapped him. People stared. Leave, she hissed. You've done enough. But Yusuf wasn't done. He wanted his son. When Adewale found out, the house collapsed. You lied to me, he said, voice shaking. I was afraid, Vivian cried. You built our marriage on a lie. The fight was loud, ugly, painful. Neighbors heard. Tani heard. The boy stood at the doorway, eyes wide with confusion. Daddy, he asked. Adewale's heart shattered. Yusuf took the matter to court. Madame Salwa collapsed when she heard. This is your fault, she screamed at Vivian. If you had listened, if you had loved me instead of controlling me, this wouldn't have happened. Vivian screamed back. The courtroom battle tore everything apart. Adewale withdrew. He stopped speaking. He stopped laughing. He stopped coming home early. One night, he packed his bags. I love Tani, he said, but I can't stay in this marriage. Vivian begged. He left anyway. Yusuf won shared custody. His wife found out. She left him. Madame Salwa fell ill. The stress consumed her. On her deathbed, she whispered to Vivian, I was only trying to protect you. Vivian cried until her chest ached. Adewale remarried years later, but never had children. Tani grew up confused, torn between two men. One who loved him, one who created him. And Vivian, she learned the hardest truth of all. What started as a hookup didn't just ruin her life. It destroyed two families, and no apology could ever rebuild what was lost.